boy, I tell you, you guys are just knocking me down with all this excitement and passion that's coming through this phone. Boy, I tell you, I thought I was one of just overly excited, but I'm hearing all the love and all the passion and all the excitement and all the TTPs that are taking place. What did you hear Robert say? Memo got his brand new BMW. Woo, can't wait to see that one. Congratulations, Memo. And to all the wonderful things that are happening here in Team Up and Network. I tell you, the greatest thing is that lives are being changed. People are just beginning to just enjoy life to the fullest. They're getting their life back. They're feeling healthy. They're feeling better. Our vitamin sprays are enhancing their health and helping them to make a difference. And as we always say, we cannot claim that our sprays will heal you or take care of a condition that you're having, but we can say we have some wonderful, powerful testimonies that people are sharing as a result of taking our natural oil vitamin sprays. Well, family, we're just down to a few more days left to the March Madness promotion, and I'm telling you, people are just racking up those mini iPads like M&Ms. People are just winning them day after day, hour after hour, day after day. We have a couple of days left for the March Madness promotion, which means if you sign three new business partners to the Diamond Package sponsored by you, you receive a free mini iPad. And many of you have already qualified that in just days. In just a day, you qualify for that mini iPad. So on May the 17th, there is a big event, and that date is right around the corner. It will be here before you realize it. Right around the corner, May the 17th, we're having what's called the 10 University. This is a big gathering, a big meeting, big training and everything for all those that are in 10. For representatives and guests, you want to attend May the 17th at Treasure Island in San Francisco. Mel and Amy Gill, the owners and co-founders of Team Effort Network, will be there to train us, to educate us, and to let us know what is to come in Team Effort Network. All the other great leaders that's in 10, everyone is going to be gathered all under one roof. So can you imagine what you're going to get from that day? And that day, many will walk across the stage, and they will receive their free mini iPad. Many will walk across the stage and receive keys to a brand new car. One thing I can say, will that be you? Will you be walking across the stage getting your keys to a brand new car? It just might be you. You never know. Well, I'm going to stop and pause right here and see if my business partner, Pastor Joe, did you make it to the call this morning?
I am on the call. I'm here. Can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear, sir. Look, I didn't even miss you last night. I left that for you.
I'll tell you. Well, I'm telling you.
Hold up a minute. Before he says anything, this is Diane.
Who's this?
Diane, your wife.
Last night, I am still so excited. You would have thought last night was the last day you could sign up for 10. People were so excited, and I don't know what happened to my husband. He was off the chain. I have to admit. I told Pastor Denise, I said, now what? I said, this is a new presentation. He always comes up with something different. And he gives, it's the charge, it's the energy of the people that's drawing him to go in different directions. And so it was just so powerful last night. And I just love the people. They're just, they're so loving and caring. And it's just like having a family reunion, But anyway, honey, I'm sorry. I had to interrupt you.
Well, that's all right. Well, but she's absolutely right. You would think that it was the last day you could sign up for 10. I mean, it was standing room on. It was packed in that place. Even normally the chairs we normally bring out from the side room, we still have people standing up. And when we started talking about the first one to get their application in, man, you should have saw those credit cards being whipped out. Credit cards being whipped out. I mean, it was like people were just saying, I got to get in this business. I got to get in this company. And I'm saying that it's so important for you to realize what we have here in 10. We have dynamic products, no question, but people are really seeing their life, and they're saying, this may be my last chance to change my life financially forever. Mr. T always talks about, only getting one time in a lifetime of these kind of opportunities, and if you're really, really blessed, you might get two. And I think really people are starting to find out, they're, 40 years old, 50 years old. They've been working for 25, 30 years, and they still haven't got the financial freedom that they want. And they're saying, you know what, this may be the time. This may be the last time that I get a chance to do that. And there was a young gentleman named Sheila's son. He was dozing most of the night. He was in and out, dozing. I'm watching him, Man, when we talk about your son, Chris, that's his niece, your son, Chris, 21, your daughter, Karis, 19, when I told them they were just a few points away from winning their Mercedes and BMW, his eyes popped wide open. He started smiling, and he was alert the rest of the meeting. He was so focused the rest of the meeting, but, something sparked his attention. He said, wait a minute, this is not a meeting for old folks. This young folks are doing this thing. So it was really, really amazing to see the opportunity that we were able to present and to see all the new people. I mean, we had over 60 people in your basement last night.
In my basement.
In your basement last night.
I'm just thankful we had the room for that. It was literally over 60 people in my basement last night, family. Over 60 people, and they were still coming in. I don't know what the neighbors said about all the cars in the parking lot on the streets yesterday. You got to see the cars outside. I didn't get to see that vision. Did you get a parking space when you pulled up? The team, thank you team, they honor me and they allow me to have my parking spot in your driveway, so they don't take my parking spot. But it used to be when we first started this, and this, I want you guys to hear this. This is very important when you start in your TTPs. We just heard a young lady just talked about starting their TTP. I want you guys to really, really be mindful of what I'm getting ready to say here. When me and Pastor Denise first started doing this business with this company, it was just me, her, and Diane in that TTP for like 3 or 4 weeks. There was nobody but us. But we made a commitment where we're going to do this TTP every week, whether somebody showed up or not. And you know what? In a couple weeks, a couple people came. Then after that, a couple more people came. Then after that, we had 10 people, 20 people, 30 people. Then it was standing room only, But you have to make the commitment to just start and make a commitment to do it every week, be consistent. And so the same thing applied when we started having it at your home. There was just a few cars out there, and then there was more cars, then there were more cars. Now, then it became the whole street. You couldn't get a parking space. Now it has spilled over into that other street. So when I turned the corner last night and I saw all these cars on the other street, I was like, they can't be at our TTP. And I turned that corner, and you could not find a parking spot nowhere on the block. I mean, that's how many cars are out there. So, guys, be encouraged that what we have is working, and it's working really well. And this is something that you want to tell everybody that you know about this business, because people are joining this business really, really quickly, and you want to take this momentum and build your team with it. Captain Dale, I want to say Dr. Vincent is doing a very smart thing. Dr. Vincent is a wise man. Now, he has people in his area. Did not he have his people at that TTP last night?
He did.
Dr. Vincent had his people here last night. Dr. Vincent just came into the business last week. He found out we had a TTP here in Maryland, and his people was here represented. And they left Philip Pasadena. They left her kind of high, didn't they? They just couldn't believe what they heard.
Well, she said that. She said, you know what? She said, I've been high before. She said, but, this is high. This is a good high. She said, I am so high on the excitement that I'm experiencing here. She was really excited about what she saw in that meeting. She's ready to go. She's like, she said, this lady came to your house last week. She was at your front door to get her sprays before the meeting. She just heard about the sprays. She came to your house to get her sprays. And she said when she got her sprays, she's been ready to go into this business. So it's really, really phenomenal what's taking place, and we're really excited about it. But I know we have a couple people on the call, and I'm going to have to step away from the call because I got a client. But Anita DePool from the UK is going to be here, and LA is next, so it's all yours.
Thank you, Pastor Dale. Well, you know, I want to bring on this young man here. He's been sharing his testimony. He actually shared a testimony last night at the TTP and kind of moved everybody because everyone could really see his passion and how excited he was from the results of taking the vitamin spray. So let's welcome to the talk Mr. L.A. Anderson. Are you there, sir? Executive founding member. Excuse me, executive founding member L.A. Anderson. Are you there? Let's get it right?
Yes, ma'am. Good morning, Pastor Denise.
Good morning, L.A. How are you this morning, sir?
Hey, I'm feeling so good, and I'm not trying to be all salesy. I'm really telling the truth. That meeting last night was really a powerful meeting. I seen people. I invited one guy. He invited another guy. His friend invited another guy. I'm like, wow. Then I had to really tell my mother about it. You know, the hardest thing is really trying to convince your mom and dad to come out and check out this opportunity. My mom came in there. Mom was in there laughing at Pastor Bill. I don't know what Pastor Bill did last night. You know what? I know what he did. I had took my jacket off when I first got there, and I had my B boost in there. And then I went back to go get my B boost. I do my presentation. It was missing. I think Pastor Bill would use some of my B boost.
You better catch it. You got to watch him.
I think he used some of my B boost. That's why he went over, and he went over and really enthusiastic about the presentation because he was on some boost. So I'm up there doing my presentation, giving my testimony about the B boost, holding vitamin D in my hand. Talk about, you know, I don't know about vitamin D level right now, but you know, these sprays work. This is my replacement for my B boost. Yeah, but I'm just really excited about the meeting. As you can tell, I'm really excited now because I couldn't even sleep. You know how when you're just so excited that, you know,
oh, yeah.
It's like it's playing in your head over and over and over again.
I know exactly what you're talking about. You know, Paul Jackson says it a lot, and I always say, you know, L.A., it's like a 7-Eleven hot dog. You just totally roll over and over and over all night long.
Yeah, so I actually woke up. I was singing Fred Hammond's song, They That Wait. I mean, I'm just so happy right now about how fast the team is growing. Detroit standing up. You know, my team, our team is growing. You know, the people I invited out. You know, I'm just super excited.
Well, L.A., come on, share your testimony, what you shared last night in regards to the B12 and how it improved your vision.
Well, like I said, I stand by all the products, but I definitely stand by this B Boost because like I said, I just got my testing done yesterday through my doctor, so I really don't know my vitamin D level as of right now. But I know that when she showed me my old vitamin D level, it was 30.5. And as we watch the presentation, you know that your vitamin D, if it's below 30, you're really deficient, and if it's in between 30 and 50, you're deficient, but you need a supplement. So I stand by the B Boost because, you know, me being an athlete and stuff, an ex-athlete, you know, when I hear B Boost, I think of just energy and speeding up my metabolism. So, you know, I started using my B Boost and all the products. I use them all because they all complement one another. Mm-hmm. And once I started using the products, and I saw my energy levels go up. But, you know, I noticed that, you know, it was time for me to get my contacts renewed because I wear contacts, and you have to get your contacts, you know, replaced like every 30 days because, you know, you can't wear them forever. I wish they could make up for it like that. So I went to the eye doctor, and, you know, went and got tested. They said, hey, doctor, I need some more contacts. So he said, okay, sit in the chair. So he actually went through the eye examination, and he was like, wow. He was like, your vision improved. And I was like, really? I said, what? What is it? He said, I thought it was going to probably maybe prove like, you know, 1 or 2 points. He said it went from a 4.5 to a 3.75. And I was like, wow. I said, are you serious? He said, yeah. And I was like, I said, nah, doc, can we do the examination again? Because I don't want to buy some contacts. And then, you know, it's the wrong prescription, and then I'm walking in the trees and running through red lights and stuff like that because, you know, my vision I got the wrong vision. So we tested it again, and he said, your vision really have improved. He said, what were you doing? And I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, wow. I said, you know, when they say, you know, to try to improve your vision, you know, to drink a lot of water, eat right, and eat carrots. And I was like, well, I know I was drinking some water. I know I wasn't eating right because I was working at the gym, and only places in front of me to get something to eat was Little Caesar and KFC and stuff like that. And I knew I wasn't eating no carrots. I was like, only thing I was doing different was, using my vitamin sprays.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, okay, well, I'll go ahead and can you give me a trial pair? So he gave me a trial pair, and I went to the meeting the same day. It was on a Thursday. And, Pastor Dale was actually doing a presentation. He got on the B12, the B Boost. And during the presentation, I'm paying attention to details because, I'm a student of the business. So I'm reading and looking at the presentation, and I seen on the last line, it said, improves vision. I stood up in the middle of the meeting. I said, it works. I said, that stuff really works. And so I actually stood up and I raised my hand like I thought the Holy Ghost for the B Boost. I stood up and said, that really works. I said, for real. I said, I'm going to my car right now and get my doctor's note. Because, a lot of people want to give their testimony. I had the doctor's note to prove mine. I ran to the car, came back, and I came in like I won the lottery, waving it in my hand. I was like, it really works. Look, see, Lawrence Anderson, see, that's my name, doctor right here, 3.75. I said, I'm not lying. So I was really, really excited that, that the B Boost not only, helps you with your energy and your metabolism, but it helps you with your cognitive thinking, your vision, and many other things that B Boost is great for. But also, like I say this all the time, I haven't played basketball in 3 years, but all I have been doing is spraying since we got these products in May or June, and now I'm the undefeated LA Fitness one-on-one champion. And all I did was just hustle.
Wow, L.A., I tell you, man. And Anita, I'm sorry. I'm going to bring Anita Poole with us. Anita Poole, you with us this morning?
Yes, I am. Can you hear me okay?
I can, Anita. Now, did you hear that? Did you hear that? That's a true testimony. This gentleman, I can witness it. I was there the day the presentation was being given. And when he saw that part of the presentation, he had seen the presentation many, many, many times before. But for some reason, that day it stood out that the B12 helped with your vision. And he jumped up, like you said, like he got the Holy Ghost. He jumped up and he said, hey, this stuff works. I'm like, wait, what are you talking about? Of course it works. But he said he had just gotten a report that day that his vision had improved. He couldn't figure out what it was that improved his vision. So he did. He ran to the car. He got his doctor's report. He brought it back. He was showing everybody the numbers and everything. He's like, look at the numbers. Look what they were. And it does work. It does work. So,
absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
And, it's very interesting, actually, Lawrence, to hear you talk about the vision, because, as you all know, these sprays have been tremendous. I had a meningitic illness, and it left me with muscle and nerve disorder, so I couldn't move properly. And all of the sprays have helped me tremendously. Literally, the Slim by 10 helped me lose 2 stone, that's nearly 30 pounds, over 30 pounds actually, in just a couple of months. Then it enabled me to start exercising, which I hadn't been able to do before. The Super 10 has really helped me with the inflammation and the antioxidant effects and the mineral effects. The B Boost has helped tremendously with energy. I really just struggled so much with energy before. And, of course, the D3, I did find I was deficient in D3. In the UK, we get very little sunshine. And, obviously, we're going to be open up in the UK. That's a huge opportunity, just that one product alone. And literally every single product has helped me tremendously. And, actually, I need to go to the optician. And, interestingly, Lawrence, I would not be surprised if there's a change in, my parameters for my eyesight, because my health is improving and because of these sprays. So very, very interesting, Lawrence.
Thank you.
Now, Anita, if you could, because we have a lot of new listeners on it that have come into the company, can you just share briefly where you were physically before taking the vitamin sprays? Not everyone knows that, exactly how you were not able to get about prior to taking the vitamin sprays.
Yes, absolutely. I went from a very, very fit person, used to run every day. I'm a lady in my late 40s now. I have 2 grown-up children. I'm a single mom. I have done a lot of different things in the past. My working background is I'm a qualified doctor. I then went into business very quickly after I qualified. I've been in business ever since, which is now about the last 30 years or so, in venture capital, in textiles as a textile buyer, in a holiday cottage business, in teaching. I'm an image consultant, and done a lot of things. So you can tell from that I was a lady who had a lot of energy. I never struggled with energy, and I never struggled with muscle power before. And I used to go to the gym. I used to play tennis, every weekend or every second weekend while I was bringing up my children. And I suddenly one day got this toxic meningitic illness. It was almost fatal. It was very, very dangerous. And people, the kind of illness was, people actually sometimes lose their limbs and lose their arms because you suddenly go into very severe shock with a very, very dangerously high temperature because of a certain toxin that's in your body that you don't have the antibiotic to, the antibody to actually fight. So your body goes very quickly into shutdown, and my body was severely in shutdown because my nails started coming off the ends of my toes and fingers started going blue. So you can imagine I was very seriously ill and I was in intensive care. That, fortunately I recovered from that, but it left me with fibromyalgia. And I've struggled with that fibromyalgia for many, many years, tried many different things, nothing worked. And it's no surprise there's a lot of different people who struggle with that disorder because there is no treatment. There isn't enough funding going into the research on it. And it's not in the drug company's interests to come up with anything because they just pump painkillers for fibromyalgia, basically. Therefore, when I tried these sprays and found these sprays made a huge difference to me, it was absolutely life-changing. And it wasn't just with energy. It was with many different symptoms. My pain decreased. My muscles were able to move better. My sensation, my actual, sensation in my skin and my balance and my proprioception improved. And many different things. With fibromyalgia, you get a lot of very severe headaches. They're migraine type of headaches. It's called brain fog. You have to push your brain to think, and you have to push your body to move. It is like carrying a brick in your brain, and it's like carrying a brick around you in every single muscle that you have. So when these products started making a difference for me, I noticed it very quickly. And the interesting thing is it was a cumulative effect. By that I mean that all the products were working synergistically with me. All the products were helping me. And the effect, therefore, was a compound effect. And I can tell that for definite because, as you all know, I'm here in the UK. The UK is not open yet. I have to get an arrangement for somebody to get some product and to ship it out to me, and it's quite complex. And obviously, I have a very, very limited amount of product. It's just for personal use at the moment because the country isn't open. But the country will be opening very, very soon. And the products I have, I obviously need to use it for myself. I am letting some people have them, and I can't get it quick enough. So there are times when I just completely run out of product. And do you know, Denise, my health suffers for it. The pain starts coming back. My mobility starts decreasing. I can't exercise so much. I get brain fog back and many different other symptoms. And life then becomes a struggle again. The moment I get my product and I start taking it again, it starts improving. And in fact, Dale and I were laughing one day completely because I had been chasing the person who helps me to just ship it over to me. And the post office made a mistake. It got lost, and it took many, many different weeks to come, and we weren't even sure whether it was going to get to me, and I was struggling. I'd been without it for a few weeks, and I was really struggling. Do you know, the day it arrived and I saw the postwoman, I was just pulling out. I actually stopped the car, asked her to just pop it into the car, and I just pulled over, opened the package immediately, and took it immediately. Within about 20 minutes of me reaching my destination, I already began noticing a difference.
Wow.
There's conclusive proof, folks.
Wow. Well, Anita, that is a fantastic testimony. I love it. I never get tired of hearing, the life-changing testimonies and the results that we're getting from taking the vitamin sprays. And your testimony just moved me when I first heard it and knew that you weren't even able to walk a distance. You weren't able to swim. But now you're walking and now you're swimming and you're looking fantastic. I've seen the pictures of you on Facebook, and you just look like a little girl. I mean, you just look like a 20-year-old on the pictures that you shared with us on Facebook, and it's just a joy to hear your story. So, L.A., did you have anything that you want to ask Anita before we end this call? Is there anything else you want to share before we go to Atlanta, Georgia, to Kevin Barnes' house post for today?
Anita, I just want to just congratulate you. You are at the right place at the right time. You are holding strong. We haven't even opened up in the UK, but just off the information that what that we presented and the presentation, you see a vision, and your health is changing because of this vision and these products. And I just want to just say thank you for just being so patient, because once we open up in the UK, the blessings are just going to pour down on you. And I just want to say thanks for being part of our team. Thanks for sharing your testimony, and thanks for being on this call with Pastor Denise.
Well, thank you very much, Lawrence, and thank you to Robert as well, who mentioned at the beginning of the call. Thank you to all of you. You are all absolutely wonderful to work with. It's a pleasure working with you all. It is about one simple thing. You hit the nail on the head there, Lawrence. It's about vision. Before I even got the products into my hands, the moment I heard about it, I knew this is something big. Getting it into my hands, trying it, having the testimonial, yes, that's absolutely life-changing. But the people who recognize as early on as possible that this is something completely groundbreaking, that is going to do a hell of a lot of good around the world, and that's the key thing. Good in terms of money, good in terms of health, good in terms of profit, good in terms of company, good in terms of owners, good in terms of trends. Those are the people worldwide who are going to benefit the most. So it is about grabbing the opportunity, getting hold of it as quickly as possible, sharing the product as fast as possible, sharing the pay plan as fast as possible, and being aware this is not just the USA, this is going to be worldwide. So, we have a huge, huge opportunity, folks. Absolutely huge.
And Anita, you are so correct. This is a huge opportunity. This is something that is right now, as we speak, is going worldwide. It's happening right now. And we are all at the forefront of this. This is amazing. Everyone that is in 10 at this moment, at this time, at this timing, it's life-changing for us. It's going to be life-changing for us in so many ways. So keep moving, keep going, share. Like Amy Gill says, just stay in sponsor mode. Just keep sponsoring, keep putting people in position, because you're going to change a lot of people's lives, health-wise and wealth-wise. You're in such a perfect position right now. I do want you all to keep mind. I want you to be mindful of this. Those that are new in the company, because we're growing so fast and there's so many new people coming in. Since we've launched in February, right, Anita, the word has just been growing, and people are really coming aboard. The testimonies are growing every day. So we have new business partners coming in like every hour. I want you to realize that when you come into the company, you're going to receive an email from a company called Paylution. And I want you to be mindful. When you get that email, do not delete it. It's not trash. Paylution is how your pay is going to be sent to you. So when you get the email from Paylution, You just need to register your accounting information, your bank information with that company so that 10 Effort Network can send you your pay as you begin to grow your organization, as you begin to grow your team. So don't throw that email away. It's not junk mail. They're not trying to scam you. Paylution is the system that we use to pay you. So register with Paylution. And also remember, because it was so fast and rapidly, when you come in, please come in with your two. Have your two ready. Bring your two in, because if you don't have your left and your right position, that means everyone that's coming in after you, all that volume is going up to the person above you that do have their two people in position. So it's very vital, very, very, very important that you sponsor your two, your left and your right, as soon as you come into the business, especially now, because we're going so rapidly, and we're going to be going this way for about the next 18 months. I believe that's what they'll predict it, the way that we're growing right now. So make sure that you have your two positions, one team member on the left and one on the right. That way you can collect all the volume that's coming into your organization. And if you don't understand anything I just said, please reach out to your upline and make sure they explain that to you. It's important that you have your left and your right. Okay? With that being said, it has been an incredible week. We're going to go out to Atlanta, Georgia, for our one-star Kevin Vaughn to bring us our quote for today. One-star Kevin, are you there? One-star Kevin Vaughn, calling on you. Are you there, sir? And if not, we know who has the quote for us for today. Miss Anita Poole, what's our quote for today?
Absolutely. Okay, Marion Williamson said, personal transformation can and does have global effects. As we go, so goes the world. For the world is us. The revolution that will save the world is ultimately a personal one. That's exactly where we're at with Team Effort Network and Team Effort International, both divisions, My Video Talk and Team Effort Network. It starts exactly as Dale and Denise described. Their first few meetings, there was hardly anyone there. From that, they've gone to a massive, massive team. I call it, from a small acorn, oak trees grow. You start small and you get bigger and bigger and bigger. It goes from personal health to global health. And the world needs health care, and the world needs money. We have both of them. It's a God-given thing, this. It truly is. Joy Bell said, "It is beautiful to discover our wings and learn how to fly. Flight is a beautiful process, but then to rest on the wings of God as He flies, this is divine." We have a divine opportunity here, folks. Let's go. Back to you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Nina Poole. And again, thank each and every one of you for being here this week on the Team Effort Lifestyle Call, where you're going to hear things that's going to move you from facts to faith to action. You're going to hear life-changing testimonies. You're going to hear a conversation plan that is like none other. You're going to hear from the great leaders from around the globe, and you're going to continue to hear how you are making a difference in the world by taking action and sharing and sharing and sharing what we're doing here. Well, we're going to invite you to be back on the call next week, Monday. You're going to do it again, but you go out this weekend and make sure you're making a difference in the world. Make sure you're sharing what we're doing and help someone to get the where they're trying to go. Just reach out and help them. Take time, listen to someone, give them a hug, give them a smile. But sometimes somebody just needs a smile. Give them a smile, give them a hug, and make their day. Thank you again, once again, for being here today. And be back on the call Monday morning, 8 o'clock a.m. Pacific, 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And know this, family, you are loved and you are greatly appreciated. God bless you all. Thank you, L.A. Thank you, Anita.